Lone Star showdown in Texas, where early voting has just started in the race for U.S. Senate. More than 18 million voters can cast their ballots until the 27th, with the primary election set for March 3rd. Republicans looking to hold on to the seat held by longtime Senator John Cornyn. He is facing primary challenges, though, from State Attorney Ken Paxton and Congressman Wesley Hunt, with polls showing Paxton leading right now. But encouraged by wins across the country since 2024, Texas Democrats are looking to win their first statewide race in 3 decades. Polls show U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett and State Representative James Talarico locked in a tight race for the party's nomination. Senior congressional correspondent Joe Khalil live on Capitol Hill. So, Joe, let's start with the Democrats and new developments in that contest.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Nicole, and the reason that we're keying in on Texas is because you think of it as this deep red conservative state, which it is, but we've seen in the last couple of years, Democrats have gotten close. So, number one, we expect this to be competitive in November, but number two is because you've got a lot of interesting characters on both sides, the Democrat and Republican side, that are fighting for their party's nomination. Voters are going to hammer this out, but interesting characters and storylines. So let's jump in to Democrats first. It does appear, based on polling, that this is a two-person race at this moment. Jasmine Crockett, the member of Congress here from Texas, and then you've also got James Talarico, the state representative, both of whom have massive national profiles. Conventional wisdom and a lot of political experts think that Talarico might have a better shot in a general election, but among Democratic voters, look at the polling here from the end of January. Jasmine Crockett actually has a 4 to 5 point lead based on our polling. And again, when you go beyond that, what the polling suggests is actually that both seem to be faring about the same against a generic Republican. Interestingly, Talarico was supposed to do an interview with Stephen Colbert. It's getting a lot of attention because the FCC shut it down and said that it cannot air on TV unless the show also gives equal time to all of the other competitors in the Texas race for Senate. So the interview aired, but just on social media and YouTube. This is just a bit of it here.
I think that Donald Trump is worried that we're about to flip Texas. And Stephen, this is the party that ran against cancel culture, and now they're trying to control what we watch, what we say, what we read, and this is the most dangerous kind of cancel culture, the kind that comes from the top.
Meantime, Congresswoman Crockett campaigning today. One notable thing she said is she sees cowardice in Washington, D.C. on both sides of the aisle, wants to address that. Neither one of these guys has gone real negative, at least not yet, Nicole, but that could change as early voting begins today.
It could change. All right, so, Joe, let's turn now to the Republicans and Senator Cornyn, who is seeking his 5th term, but now facing this uphill battle for a seat that really just a few months ago wasn't really on anyone's radar as a potential pickup for Democrats.
Yeah, and Republicans are still favored, but it is going to be close. And we talked about how the Democrats haven't gone negative on each other much yet. Not the case at all for the Republican side. It's basically a 3-man race at this point, and all of them are essentially attacking each other on a daily basis. Let's look at the polling here. Senator Cornyn, the incumbent, 27%. He's actually behind to the State Attorney General Ken Paxton at about 32%. You see Wesley Hunt there, the congressman from Texas. He is trailing each one by 10 to 12 points. So this has been a very interesting race. The dynamic here, Cornyn seems to be the guy that in Washington, D.C., the sort of Republican establishment has favored. We've seen that with money and donations. They've given him significantly more. He's got about $15 million in the bank compared to Ken Paxton's $3 or $4 million. Paxton's seen as the more sort of MAGA candidate as well, and Wesley Hunt's trying to carve out some space in that lane as well. But again, the question is who would do best in a general election against Democrats? Cornyn seems to be, again, the conventional pick for that. He's won in Texas statewide before against Democrats. Polling suggests that, but obviously he's in a battle right now with Ken Paxton. All 3 of them, as we mentioned, are sort of aggressively going after each other. We'll see how the party's voters sort this out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.